Welcome into New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. The New York Knicks dropped one to the Memphis Grizzlies in overtime, 115 to 112. We're going to break down everything that went down in that New York Knicks game. They fall down 19 in the second half. They come all the way back. Cam Reddish hits that buzzer beater damn near in the end of the fourth quarter to send it to overtime. And then in OT, the Knicks kind of just fall apart. And again, we already haven't mentioned this. The Knicks get absolutely screwed by the referees. Jalen Brunson going to the layup to the rack in overtime when he was blocked by Ja Morant. The ball is on the backboard. The ball is legitimately on the backboard, and then Ja Morant makes contact for it. That puts the Knicks up 2 in the final 2 minutes. I'm not saying the Knicks lost because the refs, there was a lot of things that went wrong. R.J. Barrett didn't play good. Julius Randle committed 2 bonehead penalties, 2 bonehead fouls in the final 2 minutes. Emmanuel Quickley, Obi Toppin, and Derrick Rose didn't play well. We're going to break all that down, but I first want to start with my guy Cam Reddish, a guy that I've been pretty tough on so far since he became a New York Knick. I just haven't seen that that fight. But tonight, he was the Knicks' best player on the court by far. His ability to get to the bucket in transition, to finish, the long, slow Euro, kind of Luka-like. His ability to deceptively get to the basket and finish was incredible. The clutch three-pointer in the fourth quarter. Cam Reddish was amazing, guys. I would make him a starter. I would start Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett back to the 2, Cam Reddish, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. As long as Quentin Grimes is out. When Grimes comes back, I'd probably move him back into the starting lineup just because I value what he brings on the defensive end of the court. But even someone that's Cam Reddish's biggest hater cannot deny what Reddish did tonight. He did things on this basketball court that nobody else on the Knicks team can do. His ability to attack the rim in transition, to push the pace, get easy buckets, as well as knock down timely shots. Cam Reddish looked good tonight. All the Cam Reddish stands in the Cam Hive, stand up. You guys spoke for him all summer long. You guys were right tonight. I know it's just game 1, but you guys are looking right. And everyone wants Cam Reddish to succeed because if he does, the New York Knicks are going to be better. A big reason the New York Knicks lost this game is because of R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett arguably played the worst game of his 4-year career in the National Basketball Association. The fact that you lost to the Memphis Grizzlies in overtime by 3 points and R.J. went 3 of 18 from the field, I know there's no such thing as moral victories, but look, if R.J. doesn't play terrible, quite frankly, if he isn't a detriment to this team and this team's success, you win this basketball game by a good bit. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 of 18 from the field. He wasn't good. R.J. Barrett was also, he shot 0 of 5 from downtown. I mean, look, R.J. Barrett's supposed to be your second best player. You play like that, you're not going to win many games. Julius Randle was really a tale of 2 halves. He was really, really good in the first half. Second half, he made some plays. He had some big buckets, but it's the 2 fouls late in the fourth quarter that I have a problem with. Julius Randle, the Knicks are tied. R.J. Barrett misses a fast break layup. Julius Randle commits a foul 90 feet away from the basket and sends Ja Morant to the free throw line. And then, a possession later, Julius Randle commits a foul on the defensive end trying to box someone out, legitimately just pushes them with 2 hands. Not only did it pick him up 2 fouls, that was his 5th foul of the game, and then he eventually fouled out in the 6th quarter. I don't want to bang too much on Julius because his stat line is awesome, right? 24, 11, and 6, 9 and 16. He plays like that every night. We can't complain. But it's those 2 plays in the fourth quarter that ultimately, I think, cost the Knicks this basketball game, those 2 fouls. Isaiah Hartenstein, can't talk enough about him. He was really good for the New York Knicks off the bench in that center role. One thing I would say, 8 rebounds. I feel like the Knicks kind of got dominated on the glass when Mitchell Robinson came out of the game. Not really Isaiah Hartenstein's fault, but someone's going to have to step up because if Hartenstein's going to challenge shots and try to be a rim protector, someone's got to step up and be that rebounder. And it's the same with Mitchell Robinson. I don't know if it's Julius. I don't know if it's Cam. I don't know if it's RJ. Someone's got to be able to attack the glass. I think the Knicks were dominated on the offensive glass. Total rebounds. The Knicks were out rebounding 64 to 54. The Memphis Grizzlies has 20 rebounds on the offensive glass. Tough to win games in the NBA when that happens. Really thrilled with the way Isaiah Hartenstein played. He's going to give you big minutes all year off the bench backing up Mitchell Robinson. Kind of disappointing the way Robinson played. Thought Adams got the better of that matchup, but look, it's game one. I don't want to overreact too much. I would say I'm more happy and proud of this team the way they fought than disappointed in the loss. I think this team's going to be just fine. Look, you told me we lost in overtime in game one against the Memphis Grizzlies on opening night. I would have said, you know what? That meant we battled. This is a team that's going to be competing for an NBA Finals appearance in the Western Conference. Make sure you're subscribed, though, to New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports as we get closer and closer to 15,000 subs on the channel. We went live for the game. We do post-game shows. We do pre-game shows. We put out videos every single day of the week. Look, the NBA season's here. There's no reason not to subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't alive. Hit that big red button. Lock New York Knicks Now in for the rest of the season. Ja Morant, he's special, guys. He had a great first half, not that great of a second half. I think he had like 19 points at the second half, and he had only missed like 2 shots from the field. Kind of slowed down the second half, but then in overtime, he had that big and one, made a couple of buckets. He's elite. He's elite, no doubt about it. 34 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 11 of 24 from the field. Ja Morant is a special, special player. And look, the Grizzlies player from that draft class mightily outperformed the Knicks player from that draft class. It's kind of the reason the Knicks lost by 3. What about this guy? Aldama. I was calling him Aldamer because he was absolutely just killing the New York Knicks. 18 points, 11 rebound, 1 assist. Like, this is kind of embarrassing for me to say out loud. I didn't know who he was before the game. And I probably should know that because I covered the NBA for a living. But he dominated us. 18, 11, 1 assist. The reason the Knicks stayed in the game was because of Desmond Bane and how bad he played. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Made a lot of shots in the first half. Missed a lot of shots in the first half from beyond the three-point arc, and he continued that in the second half. Was pulling up threes like Steph Curry. Back to the Knicks, though. Kind of a disappointing night, I would say, for Jalen Brunson. You look at the raw stats, right? 15 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. You're probably not pissed off with that. That's kind of damn near a triple-double, right? 7 of 18. But he got off to a slow start. Got those 2 fouls early on in the first quarter. Missed a couple big shots in overtime. A couple open three-pointers. Look, Jalen Brunson is that guy. I'm glad he's a New York Knick. I thought we saw in spurts the type of player he could be. Go back to that charge that he took on Ja Morant on the last play of the game when Ja Morant had a wide-open lane to the basket. Could have dunked it for the game winner with less than 3 seconds. And then Jalen Brunson, a guy that everybody talks about isn't a defensive player, slides in and takes a charge and advances this game into overtime. Missed a couple of shots. It's a make-or-miss league. I'll ride or die with Jalen Brunson on my squad any day of the week. Emmanuel quickly continues to be not a good basketball player, not an efficient basketball player. He wasn't good in preseason, and he hasn't been good in the season opener. 0 of 6. Between Quickly, Rose, Barrett, and Toppin, look, you get 9 points from Barrett. You get 0 points from Quickly. You get 11 points from Barrett. You get 4 points from Rose, that's 15. You get 2 points from Toppin, that's 17, and 0 points from Quickly. So you get 17 points between Toppin, Rose, Quickly, and Barrett. That's kind of the story right there. And you get 4 points from Mitchell Robinson. Those guys are supposed to be the ones that win you games. Kind of the reason you lost the game tonight. I appreciate everybody, though, that's made New York Knicks Now a part of their day today. It's game one. No need to overreact. The Knicks are right where they want to be. They competed. We saw ups. We saw downs. We saw some game one kinks and some game one rust. At the end of the day, I still think this team can compete to be a playoff team and is on the cusp of a playoff or a play-in team. Love the second half adjustments by Tom Thibodeau. I think the Grizzlies had like 61 points at halftime, and the Knicks outscored them by double digits in the second half. They just didn't outscore them in overtime. That's why they lost. Look, you can point to a lot of things. Brunson didn't play great. He played solid. RJ Barrett didn't play good. Obi was okay. Derrick Rose wasn't good. Emmanuel Quickly wasn't good. And you can go back to that play that the ref messed up. Should have been a goaltend, probably an and one goaltend. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles in the NBA. We'll be back very, very soon with another video on the latest Knicks news and rumors. Give me a follow on Twitter @MarshallGreen_.